always out to score the biggest interview she can get. I felt like I won the lottery. Tina Brown is a journalist, magazine editor, columnist, talk show host, author, wife, and mother. She's been the editor of some of the top magazines in the world: Vanity Fair, Tatler, The New Yorker, Newsweek. In 2000, she was appointed Commander of the Order of the British Empire for her services to overseas journalism. And today, she's my cover story, and she was in the hot seat.
Oh, good to see you. Good to see you.
I was a little nervous to interview her, but she quickly put me at ease.
You're doing very well. You're better than me on my TV show. You know, I had to say, when I had a TV show, I had to say, and this is Topic A with Tina Brown. I could never say it. They would have to do it 3,000 times. It was ridiculous.
Tina Brown founded the Women in the World Foundation, a national summit that brings extraordinary leaders and advocates from around the world. These women are pioneers and inspirations.
Our summit's Women in the World are where we bring together these extraordinary, inspiring leaders from all over the world, Africa, Egypt, Libya, India, and give them a stage to tell their stories. Because only in stories do people get really sort of engaged. When people spout on about policy, it doesn't have nearly the same impact as somebody really telling their story and how they overcame problems.
You have met and interviewed so many famous people. Who'd you learn the most from?
I think that Hillary Clinton is an enormous role model. I think from her I saw the great value of tirelessness, the great value of never being beaten down. Whatever comes her way, she just surges ahead.
But her greatest inspiration is close to home.
Well, really, my mother was my great mentor. She was my best friend. She had such a funny, original mind. She was the great, passionate reader in the family. She was the one who just encouraged me and helped me become a writer, which is what I really wanted to be. And she really was the most important mentor to me all the way through my life. I'm such a believer in mother, daughter, grandmother line of mentorship.
Tina Brown is a firm believer in single-sex education.
I went to a single-gender school until all my life, actually, and loved the kind of female solidarity. And I think that if boys had been in my school, I was such a boy-crazy girl that I would have been completely distracted. I'm a big fan of it. I think that it helps to strengthen a woman's identity while it's still forming, and enable women to really sort of find out who they are without being overpowered in any way.
Tina taught me a big lesson about learning from your mistakes.
The important thing is to learn from things that went wrong. I'm always interested in what went wrong and how you can not do that again.
I asked Tina Brown what I could do to help empower women.
You are a very accomplished and self-possessed young woman at this point. And yet you also can relate to a younger girl who can look at you as a role model. To be able to meet and see and be around a person who has a higher ability to transform their life, to do interesting things, to go interesting places and learn interesting things, that's a huge gift, because then without those things, how can you dream? How can you imagine yourself as somebody different? You need that as a role model to be able to just dream yourself to the next stage.
Tina Brown has given voice to so many people's messages. I wanted to know what her legacy would be in the world. They teach us in school that once something is in print, you can't ever take it back. She's given so many people a platform to have their voice heard. She wants to pass the torch on to others.
I would like my legacy really to be what we're trying to achieve with our Women in the World Foundation, actually, which is to feel that we can enlarge the pool of amazing girls who are out there, giving them the opportunities that I've been lucky enough to have through all sorts of opportunities and luck and so on. I'd like to feel that there were women who could come after me, who could sort of learn from some of the things that I've done, but also see a different way to live and a different way to be that takes them into new frontiers and gives them excitement and goals. I think I'd love that to be my legacy, really, that now that I've done all these different magazines, the important thing is to know if you have talent that you're going to be recognized and you're going to be able to use it.
Why do you think people around the world fight so hard for girls not to get an education?
If you are a society where you've always kept women down and you see them rising above, it can be threatening. And when they feel threatened, when society's men feel threatened by that, they immediately act to squash them back down. It's not going to happen anymore. Not with people like you around.
Tina Brown is the ultimate woman of the world to me.
Thank you.
After our interview, we visited the set of News Beats.
She's an ace interview, John. You better watch out.
I will watch out with great trepidation.
She grilled me this morning. Let's get a picture.
This photo is going on my wall. It will empower me every day to carry on the message of Tina Brown and be a woman of the world.